Good morning, everyone. I am Bharti from Gyaniketan Girls School. Today, in this video, I am going to present the question answers of the poem titled A Legend of the Northland from your literature book, Beehive. Let us start with the first question. Which country or countries do you think the Northland refers to? The Northland refers to any extremely cold country in the North Pole region, such as Greenland, the northern regions of Russia, Canada, Norway, etc. Question number 2. What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? The answer is Saint Peter asked the old lady to give him a single piece of cake from her store of cakes as he was very tired and hungry after preaching the people for the whole day. The old lady didn't refuse, but each time she baked a cake for him, she found that it was too small to eat but too big to be given away free. She could not make herself give him even a wafer thin cake. Finally, she put all cakes on the shelf. Question number 3. How did he punish her? The old lady's selfish behavior provoked St. Peter. He punished her by transforming her into a woodpecker. He cursed her, telling her to be very selfish to live in human form, having both food and shelter. He further told that she would have to build nests as the birds do and to live on a scanty food that she would get by boring hole in the hardwood all the day. Now we come to question number 4. How does the woodpecker get her food? The woodpecker gets her food by pecking and boring holes into the hardwood of the trees. She extracts insects and worms with her sticky tongue from deep within the hole of a tree. Question number 5. Do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? What would she have done then? The answer is definitely the old lady would not have behaved in such a selfish and greedy manner. Instead, she would have tried her best to please him and serve him in the most generous way with as many cakes as he wanted. The reason might have been to get his blessings to fulfill her selfish desires. Question number 6. Is this a true story? Which part of this poem do you feel is the most important? No, it isn't a true story because it is a legend which has been transmitted from one generation to another generation verbally. The most important part of the poem is the punishment part, in which Saint Peter curses the old woman and changes her into a woodpecker. It conveys a strong message that is not to be selfish and highlights the importance of generosity and charity. It also gives a lesson that bad acts always bear bad consequences. Now we come to the seventh question. What is a legend? Why is this poem called a legend? A legend is an old traditional and popular story that isn't completely true. It is generally based on some historical or mythological events, person, or facts. A legend always carries some moral lessons. This poem has been called a legend because the poet in the very onset says that she doesn't believe this to be true. She writes, they tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true. This poem narrates the story of Saint Peter, who was an apostle of Jesus. St. Peter's story conveys the lesson that we should be generous and kind towards the needy and be always ready to sacrifice our interests for the sake of others' need and well being. With this, we come to the end of the session. Thank you.